where tech meets entertainment. It's how they intertwine, how tech, just like tech is making things easy for other sectors, from pipeline tracking to all that. How tech has changed the game for musicians, for artistry, and all that. Content creators too. Yes.
So, streaming platforms have transformed how we access content. What impact have these had on traditional media like TV and cinema?
A lot has gone down. I mean, in the last 5 to 10 years, a lot has gone down. We've gone from the era of the disc jockeys, where you go to the disco houses and jump, to where
that was very popular back then.
Yes, we now move to the small CDs. You see how it's coming? Till now, there are no CDs again. So, okay, we moved to VHS first, then we now moved to BCDs and CDs, and now there's no CD again. It has everything is now streaming. So there are digital platforms where you upload your songs and you get paid for it. So in Nigeria, this education is not going as speedy as it ought to. Lagos is catching up, but we in the Nigeria Delta, we need to do more, because we still feel that to support our artists, we probably need to wait till they play it on radio, or we probably have to collect it from their phone through Bluetooth, or we have to buy their CD. That time has passed. In fact, I go to some lounges to sit down and have a good time, and I see people come with their CDs, and I be like, please, do you know what is happening in the industry now? How will you be moving around saying, support me, I want to market my CD? We've gone past the stage. So things have changed. So there are more options now. There's borderlessness now. That means you can be anywhere.
But just hang on that point. Are you saying that an artist, for example, who is asking people to pay 2,000 naira to his or her account, and then he will send the song to you, are you saying that is outdated?
No, that's direct marketing.
Okay.
But that is not sustainable.
Okay.
How many places can you go to? Where, okay, just like before, if you want to distribute your songs, you have to go to maybe Alaba. As of the Duncans and the Timaya, they went to Rumokoro, Danko Music and all of that. So it's not like a physical market you now go to. It's now digital. So if you keep hawking, it's good for a start. That's my point. But it's not sustainable, number one. Number two, you reach less people. That is where tech helps you. That's where these streaming platforms help you. Social media and all of that.
Now, do you think technology has made it easier or harder for new creators to break into music or film?
The differentiating factor there is knowledge. It has made it easier.
Okay.
Because you can be in Kula, you can be in Bonny or in Iba, and you create content, you put out your song, put it online, stream it, and somebody in Australia, somebody in New York is your core fan. In short, there are artists today in this town that majority of their fan base, in short, they make more money abroad. But you just see them on the road with their guitars and their headphones. But the core of their earning power, apart from the physical events which they run here and other, things that their fame can capitalize for them and their skill and their talent. But core, their earning power, as of that year when you said I sold this number of CDs in 1 week or in this, their earning power is abroad. Because people are everywhere consuming their content and paying well for it.
Okay, now let me ask Churemi this question. Churemi, with AI now capable of writing songs, producing music, and even generating deep fake performances, how do you see human creativity evolving?
Okay, so I think with the emergence of AI, I think the threat, one question that people have always asked is, will AI outsmart humans? And I think AI at best is a tool, just like every other tool. And the essence of it is to be used. So I think in years to come, artists who know how to thrive with AI, thrive with technology, will do better. Before now, there have been AI tools that even producers have been using, Melodyne, some other tools that they use, right, for production, for stem separation. But we didn't know it like AI. But they've been existing, and producers who have been using them have been doing quite a lot well with them. So I think as the years go by, people, artists, creatives should learn to leverage these tools for better productivity, for ease of use. I mean, artists can even use AI to determine where their songs are being streamed and where to focus and their streams, focus their promotions to. So I think these are things that we should learn to do.
Are there some of those are there some of those exciting ways that you think AI is currently being used in the entertainment industry now?
Yes, it is. So for instance, there's this, I think it's called Sync My Music or so. So it's this new technology. I've been following the creator on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And so he used this AI tool to devise a way for creators and producers, especially producers who create music for sync, to determine what kind of songs are being placed monthly, what kind of songs are being placed in Netflix films, what kind of songs are being placed in HBO, what kind of songs are being placed, and the length of the songs, the characteristics of the songs, right? And so producers get it easier now. Unlike before, you make a bunch of songs and you try to pitch them to the music directors of these films. But right now, you even have platforms where AI helps you access those directors, those film producers. You can write directly to them. You can make the music they exactly want and then send it to them.
I'll come back to you, Tammy. Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
What some argue that tech is creating a culture of fast fame, where virality is valued over artistry. What's your take on that?
Yes, that is true and not so true.
So why so?
Because tech amplifies what you have,
Okay.
basically. So if you use that to amplify what you're doing, I don't see anything bad with that. But for virality, it eases the process.
Okay.
Because before now, you have to go humping. You see that the number of artists that the media station gets has reduced. What happened? Tech. If it was before, you know what? How many CDs would be at your gate?
Yeah.
Play my song. Play my song. What happened? Tech has happened. If you check virality again, you see that before, influencers were a big deal for music promotion. They are still, but now indirectly, not as direct as before. So their social media, every day they are improving on their algorithms to favor different niche, so people can know how to do sponsored ads. Then now the streaming platforms also have their own ads running in stream, so they don't even need to go to another platform to do that ad. They can do it there where their music is being heard and where they get money from. I will take another quote. The band, it was the band that said it that time. He said, if you don't make Amapiano money, if you don't make Amapiano song, you won't get Amapiano money. Why am I saying this? If you feel these things are just there, you don't want to use it, you won't make the money that comes from it. You will keep making your normal money. So what happens to making more?
Jeremy, let me ask you something related to social media on what we're discussing now.
Yes.
How do platforms like TikTok and Instagram influence what contents become popular today?
Okay, so TikTok and social media, it influences how it influences what becomes popular is that a lot of creatives and a lot of people, especially young people, are on these platforms, right? And what they see, the algorithm actually throws to us every day what we see. And when we see these things, like everyday life, what you see actually makes you create something similar to it, or makes you want to consume similar content as what you've seen, right? So with most people going, the rate at which most people are going viral on these platforms, it actually makes more people use the platform, more people create similar content to what they've seen other creators create, and then more people consume the content that they've seen other people create. So it's just like a loop.
Yeah.
The algorithm shows you something, you create something similar, somebody else watches it, creates the same thing, and then the circle just keeps going.
So are you saying that algorithm is shaping what we consume and
Yes.
not our own preferences?
Very true.
And what are the positives to that, or the negatives also?
Okay, so it has both pros and cons. I'll start with the pros. First off, creatives can learn how to leverage the algorithm, or talent, anybody in the talent industry or in the creative space can learn to leverage that algorithm. It can learn the algorithm. What's it showing to people? Why is it showing it to people like that? Of what demography is it showing it to? And then you can learn to create content, and then with the same style that you have seen, and then put it out there. And one of the cons that I'll talk about is everybody's creating the same thing now, right? So it's almost making most people create very ingenuine. It's no longer genuine. The contents are like a repetition of what everybody else is doing, and so it's almost like when you come online, there's this same style of comedy that you see. When you come online, there's this same style of music that you see. But like I said, in the beautiful part about it is that you can learn the algorithm. What's it showing to people? Why is it showing it to them? Or is the algorithm pushing 15 seconds piece? Cut a 15 seconds part of your music and put it out there. Is it showing things that are in more natural environments rather than going to a perfectly aesthetic environment? Stay in your room and video it. So just learn what the algorithm is doing and then take advantage of that.
Tommy, let me put this question to you.
Yes.
How is the Nigerian entertainment industry adapting to these global digital shifts? Are we innovating fast enough?
Kudos to our international artists that are raising the bar.
Okay.
Because there's a whole lot of see what Bonner just did, see what Davido just did, and everybody is replicating. Although sometimes they get it wrong, like when they played with crypto and had those sham projects. But we keep learning. So I think we're evolving. You can. Was it South Africa? Yes, I think one of their, the other rebel leader or something was using the Nigerian music industry to give them example how South Africa are now behind. And Nigeria is taking the lead in entertainment. Kudos to our A-listers. They've done a lot, and we're evolving. But the Niger Delta, which is our immediate environment,
yes,
there need to be a whole lot of sensitization, conferences, symposiums. We need to bring artists, especially those veterans. Most of them don't even know they have money from way back because they've been there 20 years in the game, 15 years. They've even forgotten the music. But somebody had used their music. They may not know that they had money somewhere, like our Rex Lawsons and the Daniel Wilsons and all that. People can remake this old music in a new Gen Z way, give them their own shares too, and just keep evolving, because there's nothing really new. If you look at all these things, if you check it, where people say in the era of sampling and transpolation and all of that, people using old songs and parts of songs from way back and turning it into something that we're all loving now, and everybody is getting their split correctly. So I think we're evolving, but we down here, there's a whole lot of sensitization needed, obviously.
This question, I'll put it to both of you, but I want to get your take first. What can content creators do to stay relevant in this fast-changing tech environment? Sorry.
The first thing I always say when I hear that question is your USP. We know you.
What is USP, please?
Unique selling.
Your unique selling point.
Point okay. Of proposition. We know you for okay. Let me give you an example. For a Sabinus, you know he'll cry at the end of the skit.
Yes.
You know, for a Shank, you know he will. You want to get that old cartoon vibe in a millennial or Gen Z era. You know, these people have their unique signatures and the way and now there's a whole lot of indirect marketing. It's not as obvious in your face again, like the Asha kind. They will put the background song there. You wouldn't even know that song was paid for. You will see one small logo somewhere. You will see the place they enter to do shopping. You won't even know. So people need to take advantage of their environment, actually. The malls, where people are gathered. These radio stations, of course, you can't, you need to, everywhere people are gathered, online and offline, you need to pay attention on how you can cut across these people. And marketing is not direct as usual before. Now, before you know, you're already, oh, I saw this somewhere. You're connecting the dots. I'm seeing it a piece of here. I went to Facebook, I saw this. Oh, I'm on Instagram, I saw this again. Oh, this content creator used this. Maintain your USP, but market accordingly. Don't just like you get a product. Let me use Chin Chin, because most times entertainers feel like they're so unique. It's just like a product. You produce Chin Chin. You keep it in your house. Oh, will buy it. But the same chain, you get the necessary approvals, you register with the necessary bodies you need to register,
Yeah.
you put it and display it on all these malls and public places, you get more money. That's how it is for the same music. Create the music, see how you can register with all the international bodies, local bodies, everything that needs you, the collecting bodies, that there are actually bodies that collect royalties for artists, like the COSON, like the PROS, BMI, all those bodies, they know them, and all the digital platforms, they collect your money for you so that you don't just invest blindly. So you do all that, then now you go into marketing. You find out, oh, this area, they pay more. Is there a dance group in this country that can dance to my song, and people in that area will hear my music and use it more? Okay, you go to this other country to have a family relative there. Can you play it in the park when you go? If you're doing, you just reach out. They're talking too. You cannot remove it from there. Just like people that pitch their music to gamers. Now there's a whole lot going on down there. Then now, let me talk about that one a little. People, you need to network with tech players, people creating gamers. That way, if you don't know them, they don't know you. So how do they use your song? Unless somebody has to refer somebody. So if some of these people are using your content, that's key. Then now there's something, social commerce is going big on TikTok. So you can even, as your life on TikTok, people are playing your songs, there's a whole lot happening there. I mean, I know a lot of artists, if I mention names that you remember, those songs did not blow from radio, they didn't even blow from Facebook, they didn't even blow from X or from here. There are other songs that blew from these other platforms, but they blew from this particular one. So you need to know what is working, where is your sound more predominantly required and needed. And so stay true, your unique selling points, the marketing, both direct and indirect, and of course, you need to be consistent. You can't take that away from the game now. Out of sight now is looking like out of mind, to be honest. So that's why most of these people always, in short, people now sponsor some of these influencers to talk bad about their content. I can assure you that 70% of Daniel Rega's reviews, those negative reviews are paid for. I can assure you. Not that I am so sure, but I can assure you, because there's a market in negative reviews. So if you know how the right place, you see some people tell you don't read this post. Then why are you writing it? But the first caption there is don't read this post.
So that you actually read it.
Go and read it.
Churemi, let me hear your take on this particular question.
Okay, I like how he answered it. I'll just throw more light on him. Like he said, negative propaganda or reviews, like, it sells for a lot of people, right? But one of the things I'd like to say, creatives should learn to also think outside of the box, right? Most of the trends we see today, like, are awkward moves or awkward things that just started. So think outside the box. Create something that, like he said, very genuine to you, your USP, something that is about you.
Okay.
I think before the immediacy that social media brought, content creators were making content because that was what they loved to do, right? So stick to that. Create content because that's what you love to do, not just for the immediacy or the virality that comes from it.
Now, tell me, are there risk of exploitation or loss of creative ownership with the rise of AI and automated platforms?
Take that again, let me get it.
I said, are there risk of exploitation or loss of creative ownership with the rise of AI and automated platforms?
This is tricky because with AI, I think AI just, there's a digital track record. It just searches through to get what is already existing. I don't think it creates naturally from like a new. Yeah, I think it just searches through our digital track record and create. So basically, there are records. So you can, because it's easier now to spot where they're using your sound. Somebody uses your sound and you say somebody just played this sound is banned in this country. Have you noticed that on social
Yes,
media?
I have. Yes, I have.
So it's I think it's easier now to track with AI than it has ever been, ever. So royalties, as far as it is digital, it can be traced. We need to understand that. So I feel it's more we are more accountable now. It's a game of numbers, to be honest. We had a masterclass at the recent events we just did.
Yeah, the South Media Week.
Yeah, we had the Spotify masterclass there, and in that masterclass, as part of the build-up, an influencer put up 10 notable artists that are based in the city, not the ones that are in and out, and their number of subscribers, their number of listeners, and how many listens they've had. in the last 1 month. And to be honest with you, my brother, we need to work. We have a lot of work to do.
My next question is focused on grassroots talents.
Yeah.
And if you can answer this, because of time, if you can use 60 seconds to answer this question. How can technology be made to be used to make the entertainment industry more inclusive and accessible to grassroots talents, particularly in the Niger Delta? I want us to focus on the Niger Delta because it's very important. While the guys in Lagos are growing, we also want the grassroots talents here to grow.
Yeah, inclusivity. The truth is that nobody cares about you. We need to know. Even these platforms were not built with us in mind. They were built for the people. We are just using it because we cannot be left behind in the world. So I feel the quest for knowledge should not be ignored. Then people like us that have said, okay, we do music shows, we do music conferences, radio stations, this awareness that keep going out, it helps. But for tech and grassroots, you need to create. You need to be out there. There's no two ways about it. You cannot create when you say, oh, bring your song, you bring something you created like 7 years ago, forgetting that music now expires in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, they've left you. That song has gone. The media has moved on. So we need to keep creating, and we need to be out there. There's no two ways about it. Nobody cares about you. I need to be honest with them. Yes.
Churemi, my final question to both of you. Please, 60 seconds each person. Finally, let's look ahead. What does the future of entertainment look like in, let's say, 5 years, particularly in Nigeria and then in the Niger Delta?
Okay, what it looks like, firstly, to me, in Niger Delta, I think it looks like artists who your community might not know you, but you are known around the world, right? Leveraging technology, especially like the technology we have in music tech, it just takes people from their grassroots, like he said, from grassroots settings to global settings, especially if we know how to use it rightly, if we know how to market rightly, right? So I see artists like from small communities growing large fan bases around the world, right? Without having, like he said, without having to go through gates of different stakeholders, but just accessing people who value what they do and who are like their original fan base without going through a whole lot.
Tammy.
Yes.
How do you see the future of entertainment in the next 5 years in Nigeria and then the Niger Delta?
Yes, in the next 5 years, we hope to see more people that we knew nothing about in 6 months, in 3 months, gain global fame in our faces. We hope to see crash of more gatekeepers, but in the Niger Delta especially, we're looking forward. You know, we're the talent hub of the nation. We have this talent and we send them to the national, to Lagos and all of that to showcase. They are just showcasing the talents that are raised there. So the truth is that we're going to keep seeing migration badly, but I like what I'm saying now, to be honest.
Which is what?
People are coming back to do, there's a new genre which people call Afro-Teme. I think the greatest export we have of that is Wizard Chan. But we've seen people like Ida Hams came back, did something on Rex Lawson. We've seen people tapping back to those roots. You see the ekere, the drums. People are now using it. Even our lingo is far gone. We've let Port Harcourt lingo is blown. As in our pidgin, our ras and everything. So please, we need to use what we have now. Go down to your roots, the xylophone, the ekere, the oja. Everything is being, people are using what they have, what they are known for, what their community, what will easily resonate with their community, instead of going to tap into another man's culture that you don't have anywhere to access from. That is it.
Tammy Halliday, convener, Startup South Media Week.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic event you held last time, and I hope you keep improving, Tammy.
Yes, please.
Churemi, our first time meeting.
Yes.
She's an artist. Thank you for joining me on the show today. Of course I will. Thank you for joining me on the show today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us too.